Hi, I'm Seb Fry with SiliconHomebroker.com. I wanted to take a few minutes today to discuss a few things you can do to prepare your home for sale. It's a tough market out there, so we want to look at a few ways we can prepare your home for sale that you will get the highest and best price for your house. One of the first things you can do is do a termite inspection. A termite inspection is going to reveal a lot of problems that there might be with your house in terms of, well, termites, mold, fungus, dry rot, and other problems that a buyer might discover when he's doing his own investigation. Now, these items are not disclosed to the buyer before they make their offer. When it comes time to actually proceeding with the purchase, they might try to renegotiate some repair credits, closing cost credits, or a reduction in price based on what they found in their termite report. So that's one thing to do. At the very least, it's $150 or $200. You can do that right at the outset and potentially save yourself a lot of money down the road. Another thing to think about doing is when you get your termite report, of course, they will list probably a number of repairs that you want to do. If those repairs aren't too expensive, you might consider actually doing the repairs before you put the home on the market. When you do that, you can then market your home having Section 1 termite clearance, and that will be a big standout because many homes are not sold with that. If you can say, our house is move-in ready, it's good to go, that's going to be a big advantage to you in the market. Another thing to consider doing is getting a general home inspection. A home inspector will come and inspect all the systems of your property, the roof, the plumbing, the electrical, the appliances, the heater, the hot water heater, all those things to make sure they're in good working order. He'll also inspect a lot of small things like, do you have GFI outlets, any number of small things like that he'll inspect. And a lot of those things you can actually take care of them yourself before you put on the market. And a lot of buyers are really looking for a house that really has all those details taken care of. So after you've done your inspections and you're getting closer to listing the property, one of the things you want to do is really declutter the house and depersonalize it. You want to take the pictures off the walls of the grandkids or your brothers and your sisters or your children. You want to take your trophies down and you want to pack all that stuff away. It's very important to you, of course, but it's not so important to a buyer, really. They're interested more in seeing the house rather than the things on the wall. So I would take those things and pack them away and let people see the actual house. Another thing that's really important to do before you put the property on the market is do a very, very deep cleaning. You want your house to look bright and clean and smell fresh. Of course, one way of doing that is to repaint the entire interior, which is always a great idea. It's wonderful to walk into a house that smells like fresh paint, even though it might not be good for the brain cells. It does make a favorable impression as long as the odor, of course, isn't too strong with the buyers. Also, if you have carpeting, at the very least clean the carpets, but if it's not too expensive, you can also recarpet entirely and then have a really, really sharp look to your house. Another thing to consider doing is maybe changing out those appliances. Are those appliances old? If you had your home inspection, there might have been problems with the appliances. You might consider changing some of those appliances out if they are old and an issue on the home inspection. Another thing you can really do that makes a very, very big difference is address the landscaping. You know, if people just drive by your house and they don't like what they see, they're never going to go inside to see all the work you've done in the interior. So curb appeal is the number one most important thing you can do to your house, and it's one of the cheapest things to do. So those things would include power washing your house, trimming the hedges in front, and of course the mowing and edging the lawn. Anything you can do to make it look sharp, maybe change out the flower beds. And a lot of that you can do yourself. Just go down to your local garden supply store, get some lawn fertilizer, some new flowers, whatever you want to do, just to tighten up the exterior. Because if people drive by and they love the way your house looks on the outside, you can bet that they're going to want to go and take a look on the inside. So I hope these things have been helpful for you. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can reach me at broker@siliconhomebroker.com or just visit my website, www.siliconhomebroker.com. I'm Seb Fry for Silicon Home Broker. Thanks for listening.